Order. Chad, you mind do the roll call?
Here. Mr. Wicker.
Here.
Mr. Bishop.
Here.
Mr. Masterson.
Here.
Mr. Quayle.
Here.
You have a quorum, Judge.
Thank you, Chad. I would like to take a moment of silence for Mr. Kenneth Paul Rodley that just had a farming accident this past week.
Judge, I'd like to also add, with the past 9/11, since we didn't have a meeting, to add those individuals that sacrificed their life during 9/11, as well as former Judge Dave Hergen, who was passed away for 10 years on 9/11.
Thank you all very much. The first item on the agenda is consider approval of minutes of previous meeting held Thursday, September the 1st, 2016.
Motion. Second. Mr. Bishop. Yes. Mr. Quayle. Yes. Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Masterson.
Yes.
Mr. Wicker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Second item on the agenda is consider approval of the final county appropriation to the Property Valuation Administration for fiscal year 2016-17 for KRS 132.590 in the amount of $47,678.04.
Motion. Second.
Mr. Masterson.
Yes.
Mr. Wicker. Mr. Quayle.
Yes.
Mr. Bishop. Yes. Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Item number 3 on the agenda is consider approval of $10,000 to help with workforce recruitment for our local industries and also to support the Career Development Center.
Motion to.
Second.
And that's, I think, a good thing.
Oh, absolutely.
We need to, it shows that we are working with the factories to enhance employment around here.
Yeah, and I think it's just, honestly, I think it's the start of some other programs or initiatives that we're going to try to put together, so.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I second it. Mr. Masterson.
Yes.
Mr. Bishop.
Yes.
Mr. Quayle.
Yes.
Mr. Wicker.
Yes.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Item number 4. On that item number 3, I'd like to say that there are several places, if you know anybody that does need a job, you know, we have several in the community right now, and I know you've been hearing on the radio a little bit, but the Career Development Center can help you with applications, whatever you need to do, so that's kind of a plug-in for them. We're very fortunate in Marion County to have the jobs that we have, and we need the people, so it's kind of part of what we invested in at $10,000. We'll try to help maybe draw somebody to the county.
Let's step in the right direction.
Exactly. Item number 4, consider approval of the Extension Board tax rate for year 2016-17.
That stayed the same, didn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, it went down just a
It's
little
actually
bit.
a little less than last year, so.
But the amount went.
Anytime there's a tax that's less, it's a great thing. Motion second, there you go.
So I have a motion, second. Mr. Masterson.
Yes.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Quayle.
Yes.
Mr. Wicker. Mr. Bishop.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Item number 5 is consider approval of, for $3,250 to seal and stripe the Judicial Center parking lot.
Motion.
Second. Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Masterson.
Yes.
Mr. Bishop.
Yes.
Mr. Quayle.
Yes.
Mr. Wicker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Item number 6 on the agenda is consider approval to allow the American Legion to use approximately 3 rooms in the old courthouse. I met with them and met with the Heritage Center Tuesday, and they seem to be on board with it to let them do that. So,
That was very nice of them.
What floor, where's the floor?
well, they
What
get
floor,
their
where is it located?
probably on it's not determined exactly where they're going to go yet, but they have.
When you got leased, it's the same as owning it, okay? Thing.
Is it technically a lease?
Technically.
Do we get a motion and approval on that?
Not yet.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Masterson.
Yes.
Mr. Bishop? Yes. Mr. Webb? Yes. Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Unanimous?
Yeah, it was nice.
Very nice.
Are they leasing it or doing a lease agreement?
We can, but I mean, we're leasing.
We already got one with
Got
the,
one with the,
I'm not sure how many leases we want on that property.
Does our lease say that we can't sublease, that they can't sublease to anybody?
losing
They
about
won't watch that,
20,000 a
no
year on
joke.
this first lease.
Let's back up here a little bit first of all, if you
No,
don't mind.
really, if the lease says you can't sublease it, maybe you need to look at that.
I would defer to the county attorney because I would need to fall back into what our actual lease agreement, or if there is technically a true lease agreement with the Historical Society.
Yeah,
I-
I've not reviewed it.
I think I don't know if there was actually
I
a
think there's actually
lease.
an agreement of
Yeah, it
some
was a
sort.
lease.
there was.
They didn't hold up their end of it.
Well, I think my question here is that, my point here is that I think we have an MOU or we have an understanding, we have a document that's an agreement of some type, but I don't think it qualifies as technically as a lease, okay? Because I don't think we would have given away rights. When you lease a piece of ground or property, technically you've given away those rights of that property, and I believe our former county attorney advised us against that, so
I
I
got
don't
it.
think we have an actual lease.
I got
I
it
think what
home.
the intention was for a lease. Now, do you all agree with that?
I respectfully disagree with part of that, but,
Which part do you disagree?
well, if the lease has provisions that they can't do anything else, then we can lease it to them for $1 for 10 years, whatever.
Well, I understand, but
This has been good.
dollar would be good.
Anyway,
Use of space agreement on that.
That would be better, yeah, use of
it's an
space.
empty building that needs to be used, okay?
That's correct. And we're all for it.
Got everything.
Inmates. In the basement.
Bedrooms in the basement.
Call it DTMCDC, Downtown Marion County Detention Center.
Okay,
Yeah.
just let me know what, okay.
Hey, it's a short haul to the courthouse.
Listen,
Welcome.
stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened,
Save a little gas. You'll walk them right down.
yeah.
Anyway, moving forward. Jailer,
Item number
if you have
7,
nothing on here.
consider approval to hire Chelsea Craig to the administrative assistant position.
Motion,
Second.
Motion.
Mr. Mashon?
yes.
Mr. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Unanimous?
Quality reports, Tommy?
We're blacktopping right now. They've had a good run last week.
Yeah, what I've seen looks good.
We done radio station yesterday.
Yeah.
Having fairgrounds, they finished it up today. They're on table money right now. But after that, we won't like it. Last in past ball, and sulfur lick and all that.
Robert Craig.
We didn't need to get approved. Well, I guess we're gonna go ahead with past ball like it was. We're gonna widen the hill.
Exactly.
And need to approve Sally Town Cemetery for $5,000 and Harold Elder for $10,000.
Motion,
Second.
Sallytown, 5.
however, 10,
Mr. Mashon?
yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Unanimous?
By the next meeting, I should know exactly, pretty close to where we're at, whether there's any money available to move.
Call me at home on that, Tommy.
When,
I think you've got some extra. I can't wait to hear that news.
when you do the gravel switch thing, Tommy, do you think you could do those two little turns on,
We were planning to do on Church Street,
yeah, and Railroad Street? Thank you, appreciate it. The bus,
probably take about 20 tons.
yeah, bus comes around through there and it's,
Did you have a chance to
and I
check?
also got a, wait,
Did you have a chance to check out that?
Still have my notes.
Okay.
Actually, I need to figure out whether it's the battery.
Right.
Or the charging system. I may go steal the one in Loretta and see if I can figure out which one is wrong.
I think that'd be a great idea,
That hurt.
temporarily.
But it's just a chip, components,
He'll take it back.
We'll be all right.
kind of do.
Thank you, Tommy.
Anything else, Tom? Had good weather anyway.
yeah,
Yeah, the weather.
it does.
They're getting a lot done.
They are.
The nicest
They're
night.
going to work Saturday, but we're hoping it's going to rain. I know.
Yeah.
They were ready to stop for a day.
Thank you, Tommy.
Tommy,
Thank you, buddy. Looks good what I've seen.
Keith?
Wait a minute here.
Stop. Judge, move forward, please. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Brock. Excellent report. My man.
Barry?
Their status quo is they're waiting on Frankfurt, the agreement on, in the meetings we had on the program is still ongoing. We're $8 a day on the state side basis. But still haven't secured a contract, but everything's still moving. Wait,
Still overcrowded?
we're 107% now, so it's a lot better. And the actual female population is below 100%, it's 94%. That portion's improved. It's still crowded across the state. A lot of pressure being put on jails like us. Again, we're about us taking more inmates from Pulaski County and other counties. But, when you look at our statewide population versus what our actual capacity, our programs take away a lot. We run about, right now, today, like I said, it's 107, so it's good.
I noticed the letter you had Senator Higgins send, and that was very nice.
It was.
It was nice.
I just read that.
Did he sign it for you? or-
April, right, Jeff?
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, hey, was Jimmy taking dictation?
I do.
April wrote it.
I do like the one phrase there, Marion County Retention Center. So, yeah, detention. So,
Thanks, Barry.
Brady.
Currently, we're at $1,970 for the year. And I'd like to advertise, the defibrillator monitors that we budgeted for.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Gather,
Yes.
Mr. Masters,
Yes.
Mr. Bishop,
Yes.
Mr. Cliff, Mr. Wicker,
Yes.
unanimous.
Thank you, Robbie. Appreciate it. Know y'all been going wide open, so.
More and more every day.
Okay. Good.
This
Thank you.
county's in great shape today.
Well, yeah.
This county is in
You'd
great
think it was a
shape.
holiday weekend or something. I mean,
What are we doing here?
Where's everybody wanting to go?
Yeah.
There's
no
something
ball
going on
game on.
tonight.
Yeah.
I heard the county attorney put the word out. Thank you, Kay. Appreciate all you do.
Thank you,
Number
Mr. Turpin.
10, old business, new business. We do have open seal bids for the surplus. Tommy, you want to open them up here? Or? Got 2 bids. I was threatened to keep that with this, so I don't want to lose.
There'll be some real money coming in here.
Yeah.
That one's from
Exactly.
Gardner's, isn't it?
This one,
Yeah.
You know of Gardner.
Gardner. Well, scrap metal's about $40 a ton, so it weighs about 6-7 tons, so.
Yeah, it's not worth
It'll be
much.
worth $200 right now, but when it was $300 a ton, it's worth a whole lot. $781 by Gardner.
Gardner's 781, and there's
What I thought.
and this one is from Mr.
William
Pemberton.
Pemberton,
Pemberton.
$1,000.
Wow.
Sold.
So,
Motion to accept $1,000 bid.
Yeah, motion to accept the Pemberton bid of $1,000.
Mr. Masters?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop? Yes. Mr. Gather?
Yes.
Mr. Cliff? Yes. Mr. Wicker?
yes.
Unanimous.
Tommy, are you coming back or are you leaving? I just want to give you this before you leave real quick.
do have something else under old business, new business. We've been talking about a nuisance ordinance for a pretty good while, and we really haven't done anything on it. Just kind of want to feel where everybody's at on that, what we need to do or what we need to continue to do or not do on that. So, do you have any ideas on that? Or
I would say the first thing we need to do is really understand what we've already got, if we've got anything, and what the state has. Once you know all that,
That's where I was going to go. I was going to ask Mr. Brock, because I know Mr. Brock's background and expertise, obviously, in this subject. Would you agree?
For what?
In regards to nuisance ordinances
you
and
told
so
him not to
forth.
talk.
Yes. Now, you might be upset with Lisa, don't get upset with me. But anyhow, what I would like to see, if possible, and if you wouldn't mind, is for you to research exactly what Masterson stated, which was what, under nuisance ordinances, what does the state have that can be enforced? Do we have anything local that can be enforced? And then if you could possibly get a couple of sample ordinances from maybe some other communities. And then when you get that compiled, if you could let the judge know, and then the judge, if you want, you could have a meeting, we could review it and so forth. And it's going to be outside looking in. It's, as you know, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's going to be somewhat of a very difficult task when you take in all the considerations we have to with agriculture and what's grandfathered in, what's not, and so on and so forth. So we have to start somewhere, but I agree with Masterson. I think that would be an excellent place to start. I think you'd be the excellent individual to lead
I
that.
have all that now on file in the office, and I'll give it to the judge first.
We need
Okay.
county ordinances, right, not city.
I've got.
Yeah, the city,
Well,
Yeah.
just anything that pertains to nuisance in the Marion County.
right. And, the city has certain ordinances, but of course, it's a little different, obviously, inside the city limits than it is out from a countywide ordinance due to so much agriculture and so many other aspects that we deal with in the county as opposed to in the city, so.
Well, there's not a dog ordinance in the county. There's a lot of things that the city
I
has.
have all the state ordinances now that are enforceable, and I also have examples of other counties.
Good.
That are in effect now, I'll get that to the judge.
Awesome. Thank you
Well,
so much, Mr.
I'll
Brown.
ask you this, and you may want to bring them all to the judge, let him look at it, but some things are really, you can write an ordinance, but you got to enforce it, so we don't want to write something that's non-enforceable, okay?
All right. There's enough.
Who'll be enforcing it?
that's part of the problem.
Well, see, those are, here's what I'm saying. Those are all part of the
Great
issues.
enforcement agent.
Yeah. Those are all part of the issues. Who does enforce it, who follows through on it, so on and so forth. Obviously, the county attorney's office is going to play a part of this as well. So if you don't mind, when you gather that information, what I'd like to see, especially with your background and experience, is maybe an accumulation of your thoughts in what maybe the direction we can move, or what we can do, or what you might recommend, much as you've done with obviously several other issues with us. So
We looked at several of them 4 or 5 years ago, had that little committee, but and they kept minutes and all, but
I'll give you my thoughts on it.
I don't know if you ever went to any of those or not, but
Right.
it didn't.
sounds good. Thank you very much.
All right, let's do that,
Thank you.
then we'll look.
Appreciate
Sounds
it.
good, we'll look at next meeting.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Keith.
All right, thank you, sir.
Judge, I've got some other old business. I think the county attorney's office has given you an updated drug policy. Is that correct?
I think I've got one here, yeah.
A couple months ago.
Okay. If you could knock the dust off that and bring it, or give it to us at the next meeting so we can review it. Because I think that's something we've discussed, and I think that's still an issue within the county from a standpoint of what's fair to all in regards to employees. Because we still have employees that are getting tested multiple times, but we still have employees that aren't getting tested. So I think that the new policy that they put together would be more fair across the board in regards to
Did we have a mandatory yearly test on that?
No, that's what we discussed, and that's what's in this new policy. What we have now, of course, is random, but the problem we have is that, how long have you been here, Mr. Cochran?
9 years,
How many times have you been drug tested?
probably 5 or 6.
Okay.
Well, I have to say that where I work, That's not really odd. There's people down there that've been there 20 years, haven't been tested twice, and some been there 5 years, been tested 4 or 5 times.
Well, it might not be odd at Maker's Mark, but I think it's odd for Marion, for this court.
Well, if it's random,
I'll
it
just tell
can
you.
be odd because they do it.
Well, let's put it this way.
Random.
I know our company and most companies I know of, actually, all employees are drug tested, okay, on an annual basis. It's part of the process. I just think it's something that we need to, from a liability standpoint and from a fairness standpoint, we need to do.
But if it's random,
Well-
then you have no control over who.
Right, but the
But if it's
process,
Everybody every year, then everybody.
I don't see a problem
No.
with everybody
it's
getting
still,
tested once a
yeah,
year.
exactly. It's still, and once we get the policy,
Randomly.
yeah, once you get the policy and read it, I think you'll see that it is still random, but still every employee does get tested, so, and that's the main point, so. All right,
I agree.
thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Another old business is, I do have a declaration. This is to declare the period of September 15th, 2016 through September 25th, 2016 as Country Ham Festival Days in Marion County
Motion. Second. September 15th through,
through September 25th.
You got a thing in there.
yeah. I like making notes
Yes.
here. I put on top, so I don't have to dig through that stuff.
The next item would be executive session.
I've got one more thing under old business. If got a, Lisa, did you get the picture I sent you on that sign? Did you get to do any research on that?
I do not. I think I did get the picture, but I didn't get a chance to do research on it yet.
Okay.
I did get the picture,
That was on the,
yes.
we love our children, please drive careful.
Yes, I did
So-
get the picture, I'm pretty sure you
Okay.
sent it. We don't have-
Not all
I
resend it to
don't
you.
believe anything.
Just let me know what you find out on that, please.
I've heard that it's a good idea not to delete emails, so that's a very good thing to do. Motion to move into executive session per KRS 81 dash.
Weed eaters and stuff. For these weeds and stuff, Sheriff's Department. Mr. Elder?
Yeah. Well, yes, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we might have to get the sheriff's department some weed eaters.